Hi, my name is Paul. I'm part of St. Peter's Church in Halliwell, and I wanted to share some thoughts from Psalm 103. It begins like this: Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgives all your iniquity, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from the pit, who crowns you with steadfast love and mercy, who satisfies you with good, so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. I've got some memories that I want to share with you. This is a wrestling mask that I bought in Mexico, and I knew I'd paid way too much for it when I actually gave the man the amount that he asked for, and his face lit up as if he actually paid that much for this. So that's a memory. This is a really old copy of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It's from the 50s, I think. And that reminds me of how important this story has been in my life. Here's a picture of me dressed as Mr. Tumnus and Sarah dressed as a fairy. And here's a cake topper from our wedding. And I was reminded just how important our memory is in worship, and trying really hard to invest in memory as a way of fueling our worship and remembering how good God is. And remembering is so important in these times when it might be difficult to see where God's at work. It might be difficult to trust that he's still in control and that he loves us. And bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, I think is a call to us to remember that God is good. And this is my prayer journal that I've been keeping. I've been keeping one for quite a lot of years, since I was 18, but this is my most recent one. And I've been using it this past week because I've just come to the end of a 12-year period of working for a charity as a youth worker, and I'm finding it hard to let go. And so I just picked this up and started writing down, trying to encourage myself and trying to remember all the good things that I've been involved in, and the places where God has been at work. And as I started writing, the amazing thing was all these other memories that I'd forgotten about just started filling my mind. And, I was able to write about all the highs, like taking young people to Soul Survivor, seeing young people give their lives to Jesus for the first time, helping young people have opportunities to experience what this whole thing about God is, that it's not just a load of weirdos. But also I was able to write down the lows, seeing young people that I work with who sadly passed away, and just processing that, and seeing the disappointments. But through it all, I started looking, and I was reminded that in the years when I thought I was just getting on with the work and not really doing anything very important, I'm looking back and I'm like, God, you were there. You were all over this. You were here. You showed up doing this. You showed up in those small conversations over a hot Vimto and a game of cards. You were there in the mountaintop experiences, and you were right there in the lowest of the low times as well. And that has given me fuel to go on to whatever I'm going to do next, and see that God is good and that God can be trusted. So I'd like to encourage you to maybe do the same if you don't already. Just remind yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord that he is good, even in the difficult times.